evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 season is on the air. Today's date is August 26, 2016. We got a big American League matchup. We are at Globe Life Park between the Cleveland Indians and the Texas Rangers. The Indians come into this game a record of 73-53. At the moment, they have a 5.5 game lead over the Detroit Tigers in the American League Central. The Texas Rangers, a record of 68-60. They are a half game back of the Mariners, who right now, they're a half game ahead of the Mariners in the American League West. The Mariners are 67-60. So right now, the Rangers and the Mariners are neck and neck. The Houston Astros are 65-62. They are 2.5 back, of the Rangers and 2 back of the Mariners. So right now, this is a very important game right now between these two as the Indians try to hold on to the American League Central because the Detroit Tigers have been surging and the Indians have been slumping a little bit. And anything can still happen in the AL West between the Rangers, the Mariners, and the Astros. Carlos Yaz and Tracy Meehan are first to join us here at Globe Life Ballpark. The Indians historically won this game. They crushed the Rangers in this one, 12-1, but lately Inside Pitch has been flipping the script. So right now we have no idea who's going to come through because, well, that's why you play the game, and you have no idea and how the dice will roll. Nobody really kind of can figure it out. So we got a good matchup tonight, hopefully, as I'm sure I'll get some Indians fans in the chat very shortly. And if I do, I'll probably ask them to help me out when it comes to making decisions. So we got a good one today. The Indians and the Rangers. We only got one game left in the month of August, and then the pennant race begins. What will happen in there? We're getting close to the end of the 2016 regular season. This should be fun. We still got a whole month of baseball left to play. Let's get to it. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Martin Perez. 10 wins, 11 losses, no saves, a 4.39 ERA, 103 strikeouts, and 76 walks. We are at Globe Life Ballpark today, and this is a hitter's park. 213 home runs, a 272 batting average. It subtracts 2 from strikeouts, and that is it. So Globe Life Park in 2016 was definitely a hitter's park. Big Clue joins us here at Globe Life Park. So we are all set and ready to go. Martin Perez is on the mound. The Indians are ready to come up to bat. What will happen tonight? Let's find out. Leading off for the Tribe will be center fielder Rajai Davis, a 249 average, 12 home runs, and 48 RBIs in 2016. We are going to use powder blue, white, and white dice. Rangers are the home team. They do have blue in their color, but it's a little of a lighter blue, so I'll use powder blue for the day. Why not? Let's see what happens tonight at Globe Life Park in this big American League interdivision matchup between two first-place teams. Perez, 5-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Davis, 3-5. That's a fly ball to left field. And getting over there is going to be Carlos Gomez, and he will make the catch. Next up will be the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, 275 average, 23 homers, 82 RBIs in 16. Nothing wrong with those stats. Perez, 2-6, range play at the park. Globe Life, 1-2. That's a single plus to right field, but that ball is hit to Nomar Mazara. He was excellent out there. His range is a 5, and he will take a base hit away from Kipnis, and that is a big play by Mazara as he makes a web gem out there, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor, 301 average, 15 homers, 78 RBIs. I still think Lindor has a shot at the Hall of Fame. But he needs some work to do because right now he has just not been that great with the Mets. since he's been there. A rough year, of course, here in 2023. He had a good year last year, though, but Lindor needs to pick it up a little bit to still have a shot at the Hall of Fame. He is right now Hall the Very Good. I have no problem putting him in there. Jeremy Brooks and Doug Hunt join us here at Globe Life Park. Perez, 1-4 against the switch right. That's a blank. Lindor, 3-2. It's a fly out to center field. And Ian Desmond is going to get there, and he will make the catch. So 3 batters and 3 flyouts, all to all 3 positions in the outfield. We will go to the bottom of the first. CLE Baseball fan joins us here at Globe Life Park. If you and Brian Patterson kind of join in later, I may be asking you guys for some help in decisions, so be prepared for me to ask you for some help. So if you could, stay in the chat. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight is Corey Kluber. He was their ace. 18 wins, 9 losses, a 3.14 ERA, 227 strikeouts, and 56 walks in 16. He gets the call for the Tribe tonight. Let's see what happens when the Rangers bring it up. Right fielder Nomar Mazara will lead off for the Rangers. 266 average, 20 homers, and 64 RBIs. Again, I have no issue with those stats for a year. Kluber, 4-6 against the lefty, blank. Mazara, 4-5. That's a base hit to center field. And Mazara will lead off with a single for the Rangers. And he will trot to first. Infield goes to double play. Next up for the Rangers, center fielder Ian Desmond. A 285 average, 22 homers, 86 RBIs. Very good year as well. Indians and the Rangers. Could this be a possible playoff preview? Who knows? Strategy roll. Mazara will stay put. Desmond will swing away. Kluber, 3-4. That is an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to second base. 2, 3, 4. Shortstop pivot Lindor, +1 is 5. And they'll turn it 2 outs. 4-6-3 double play as Desmond goes ahead and hits into that, which pretty much kills any kind of rally. 2 men down, and that'll bring up the Texas designated hitter, Carlos Beltran. Beltran was with the New York Yankees early in the season. He is now on the Rangers. 295 average, 29 homers, and 93 RBIs for Beltran. And as I said, I keep on saying about Beltran, he has Hall of Fame numbers. It's just that I don't know if he'll get in there due to the Astros issues of 2017. Kluber, 5-3, strikeout 5. Yep, swing and a miss, strikeout, and that will end the inning. First strikeout for Kluber, no runs and a hit for the Rangers, and we will go to the bottom of the first. I'm sorry, at the end of one, we got no score. Top of the second. Leading off for the Tribe will be the first baseman, Mike Napoli. 239 average, 34 homers, 101 RBIs. Pretty much a Dave Kingman kind of year. MV joins us here at Globe Life Park. Perez with the pitch. Perez, 5-4. That's a walk plus, and that is an easy ball 4 on a 1, and Napoli will trot to first. So a leadoff walk given up by Perez. That's his first of the game. Infield a double play. And next up will be the Cleveland designated hitter, Carlos Black Magic Woman Santana. 259 average, 34 homers, 87 RBIs. So let's see what happens here. Napoli, he had 5 stolen bases. That is a 4. He ain't going anywhere. Perez will go ahead and pitch. Perez, 6-1. That's a blank. Santana, a 3-6, and Santana will rip one into center field, and that is going to be a double. Napoli, however, only a base running rating of 1. A double to center is a 0. The only way he scores is on a 1, and that is a 6. We could have a play. So Napoli already at third, Santana on at second. Center fielder is Desmond, and he's got a good arm. He's a -1 arm, a 1-4. We're going to have a play. And that is a 3. So now the throw is coming in. Now 2-5. Napoli is out at the plate. And he is thrown out at the plate. They send Napoli. He tries to score. Ian Desmond throws at a plate and got him. Santana on a 2 on the roll. Santana has to stay at second base, and that is an out. Oh, Napoli gunned down at the plate. That will be a double. A heck of a throw by Ian Desmond to cut down a run at the plate. Stadium cheers. Yay! So that will be a double, but there is now one out. As Brian Pedersen joins us here at Globe Life Park. You and CLE baseball fan, if I want you guys to make a decision concerning your Indians, you go right ahead. I'll be asking you. Next up for the Indians will be the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 312 average, 11 homers, 76 RBIs. Awesome season for Ramirez. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Santana on at second, but one out as Mike Napoli gunned down by Ian Desmond in center field. Perez, 2-3. That's a walk plus. That's ball 4, and Ramirez is on first. Second walk issued by Perez. And next batter will be the left fielder, Brandon Guyer. Guyer started the season with the Tampa Bay Rays. He is on the Indians now. 266 average, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. Runners at first and second. Infield is at double play. Nothing on the 11. Nobody moving. Perez will pitch. Perez, 5-4. That is a walk plus, but that 20 is going to be too high. Guyer, 3-4, and he grounds it to short. Do the Rangers get out of it? 2, 3, 4. Second base, Pivot Odor, +1 is a 5. They are out of the inning, side retired. 6-4-3 double play, no runs, a hit, and a couple of walks, and the Indians do not get anything. Stadium cheers. Yay! After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Globe Life Park. Please check out his amazing channel because it is absolutely amazing. He does everything so well. A master of history maker baseball. Out of all the game, he does so many great games. There's absolutely there. But Steve Tower is a master of history maker baseball. That is for sure. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Globe Life Park. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Rangers, third baseman Adrian Beltre. Now that is a Hall of Famer. 300 average, 32 homers, 104 RBIs. He better go in on his first ballot this year. Kluber with the pitch. 2-1, strikeout. The 13 is high. Beltre, 5-6, and that's a ground out to first. And that'll be handled by Napoli on his own. Next batter is the second baseman, Rougned Odor. 271 average, 33 homers, 88 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. That's a great year. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Globe Life Park. Kluber, 2-6, strikeout 13. That'll miss. Odor, 3-6. He popped that one up to first as well. And once again, Napoli is going to get there. And that's going to be in foul territory, but he'll make the catch. 2 away. And next up is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Lucroy started the season with the Milwaukee Brewers. He is now on the Rangers. 292 average, 24 homers, 81 RBIs. That's a good year. I have no problem with those stats. That's an excellent year, actually, for a catcher. Kluber, 1-1, error on a grounder. LaCroix, 3-1. Nope, that's going to be a fly to left. And it'll be Guyer getting to that. And he'll make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. No score after 2. We go to the top of the third. The Cleveland Indians have only a record of 1 win and 1 loss. I have not done many Indians games. This is only the third time I've done the Indians, not because I don't want to, but because the Indians, they've just been owning everything, and so really there wasn't any need. And plus, all the other games are actually coming up more important because the Indians are running away with the Central. The Rangers, however, Their record is 3-0. They have not lost a game on the board yet. So this is a pretty important game for the Indians to try to get that second win and give the Rangers a loss. Top of the third. Yeah, I know you kind of know you noticed, but don't worry. There's going to be plenty of Indians games still coming up. Right fielder Abraham Almonte will lead off for the Indians. 264 average, a homer, and 22 RBIs in 16. Perez, 6'2", error on a grounder. Almonte, 6'3", that's not an error. It's ball hit to third base. That's picked up by Beltre. Almonte's base running rating is a 2. The throw to first. They got him 1 out. And that'll be a ground out to third instead, as Almonte doesn't have the speed, and he is gunned down. Next batter is the catcher, Roberto Perez. Only played in about a third of the games for the Indians that year. Don't know much about him. 183 average, 3 homers, 17 RBIs for the Indians for the season. Perez, 6'1", that's a blank. Perez, well, I should say Martin Perez pitches. Roberto Perez swings, 6'1", and that's a ground out to third once again. And Beltre, this time he has no trouble with it, 2 down. And now the batter is Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. Perez with the deal. 6-2, again, error on a grounder. Davis, 4-4, and nope, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Mazzara will come under it, put it away, and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Tribe. No score here, going to the bottom of the third, where the Indians won this game 12-1, and already an early pitcher's duel. Bottom of the third, leading off for the Rangers, will be the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. 233 average, 22 homers, 60 RBIs. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Globe Life Park. Kluber, a 1-2. That's a pitcher result, and that 8 is going to be a blank. Moreland, 2-6. It's a fly out to center field. Rajai Davis will come under that and grab it. Next up will be Carlos Gomez. He is in left field for this game. Gomez started the season with the Houston Astros, now on the Rangers. A 231 average, 13 homers, and 53 RBIs. Kluber will go ahead and pitch. Kluber, 3-6. That's a range play. Gomez, 6'3", fly ball left field. That ball is hit to Brandon Guyer. His range is a 3. That's a 1. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Nice play by Guyer out there. And next batter is the shortstop. Elvis has left the building. Andrus, 302 average, 8 homers, 69 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take that any year. Kluber, 4-5, strikeout 2, swing and a miss. Strikeout. Inning is over. And that is the second strikeout for Kluber. And the Rangers go in order. No score after 3. Time for a quick station break because I got to get a drink. This is the RJL Network. My period with COVID is pretty much done. I am returning to work tomorrow, much to the happiness of my coworkers. They really can't wait till I get back. That's because they're shorthanded, not because I'm important, I'm pretty sure. We go to the top of the fourth. No score between the Tribe and the Rangers. Cowboys and Indians, I guess. Jason Kipnis will lead off for the Tribe. He is 0 for 1. No score here. Perez, 2-4 against the lefty. That's going to be an out, and it'll be a ground out to third. That'll be handled by Beltre. And he'll toss it over for the out, one away. Next up is Lindor. Thank you very much there, Steve. It was not fun these last 2 weeks. I even tried to go into work on Wednesday of last week, and I left after 2 hours. I said no. And that's when a doctor told me, when it comes to COVID, you're going to need a little bit more rest than that. Just because you're negative after getting off of COVID, your body may not be 100% yet to go back to do normal operations. Rest. And that's what I did. So now I feel better. Now I can get back to work. Lindor is 0 for 1. Perez 5-1 against the switch right. That's a blank. Lindor 3-2. Fly out to center field. And getting that will be Desmond. 2 outs. Next batter is Napoli. And Napoli walked his first time up. Perez, a 3-5. That's a strikeout. The 9. He got him swinging a miss. Steer right out. And the inning is over. And that is the first strikeout for Perez. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. So right now in a game where 13 runs were historically scored, we got a pitcher's duel. Kluber back on the mound. Nomar Mazara leads off for the Rangers in the bottom of the 4th. He got a base hit his first time up. Kluber, a 5-3 strikeout. The 18 is high. Mazara, 2-3, and that's grounded to first. And Napoli, he will take it himself. He calls off Kluber, says, I got it, 1 away. Desmond is next. He's 0 for 1. Kluber with the pitch. 3-2 against the righty. That's going to be an auto out, and it will be a fly ball hit to left field. And Geyer's got a beat on it, and he'll get it for out number 2. And now Beltran. Beltran struck out his first time up. Kluber sets up and deals. 5-3 strikeout. The 14 is high. Beltran 6-5. That's popped up in the infield, as a matter of fact. And that's a pop out to short. Lindor says he's got it, and he will get it. And that retires a side, a 1-2-3 inning for Kluber. So right now, Kluber and Perez are dueling each other pretty well. No score after 4. You see that they rolled a 56 in St. Pete today. A 56 in St. Pete. I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the pitch brushes back hitter. Words are exchanged and both dugouts empty. Or is that the left fielder crashes? Maybe the left fielder crashes into the wall. I guess is what you're talking about. Not sure. I did see that comedy of errors. By the Yankees. I gotta tell you, I know as a Mets fan, if you'd have told me both the Yankees and the Mets would wind up in last place, probably at the end of the year of this season, I would have thought you were on crack, and I would have wanted some of that myself. Top of the 5th, no score. And it is Carlos Santana, the Cleveland DH, leading off. And he got a double his first time up. No score. Top of the 5th. Rapidly moving ball game. Perez 2-1. Error on a throw. Santana 6-3. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Desmond, he'll get to that with no trouble. 1 out. Next up is Ramirez. Ramirez walked his first time up. Perez, a 1-2 strikeout 6. And that's going to miss because Perez against the lefty. Ramirez is a 6 plus -2 will make him a 4. Ramirez 5-1, but he does slap it to left field, but that's a fly ball. And it will be Gomez getting to that. And that is out number 2. They're a little chippy. Okay, that's what I thought. Here's Geyer. Geyer is 0 for 1, grounded out in a double play. Perez will go ahead. Perez, 6-4. That's at the park. Globe Life, 2-6. And that's a base hit to left field. Geyer will go ahead and hit it in a line drive into left. And he'll keep the inning alive with a single. That's only the second hit of the game for the Indians. A chance now for Almonte. And he's 0 for 1. 2 outs. Geyer had 3 stolen bases. He will not get any there. Perez will go ahead and pitch to Almonte. Perez, 3-5, strikeout 9, cold strike 3 on Almonte. He thought it was high, but the umpire rings him up. Strikeout, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 2 for Perez, no runs and a hit, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Kluber, still pretty strong. Adrian Beltre will lead off. He's 0 for 1. No score here in a game that the Indians won 12-1. Kluber, 5-3, strikeout 8. That will miss. Beltre, 6-2, fly ball right field. And Almonte, he will get there and make the play. Next up is Odor. Odor is 0 for 1. Kluber pitching a gem so far. Both pitchers are. 4-2. Hit by pitch. 5. Yep, he hit him. Plunk. Ouch. He'll go ahead and send Odor to first. His hit by rating is a 5. That was a 0, so he does hit Odor. First hit batter of the game. And he'll now bring up LaCroix. LaCroix is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play depth. Odor did have 14 stolen bases, but he's not getting one here. Kluber will go ahead and pitch to LaCroix. Kluber, 5-4. Range play at the park. Globe Life, 6-6. That's a single into center field, but it's a range play for Rajai Davis. His range is a 3. That is a 3. He will make a nice web gem out there, and Odor will have to go back to first. So that is a fly out to center field instead of beautiful Sports Center play by Rajai Davis, 2 down. As he takes a hit away out there, and now here's Moreland. Moreland is 0 for 1. 2 outs now, bottom of inning 5. That's a 7. Odor still stays where he is. Kluber will pitch to Moreland. Kluber, 4-4. That's at the park. Globe Life, 3-5. And that's a single plus to center field, which means Moreland has to try for a double. Odor will automatically take third, but Moreland has got to try for second. A single plus. Moreland, a base running rating of 1. Center fielder Davis, a 0 arm. So only on a 1, he'll take second, and is a 5, and he immediately puts on the brakes and heads back to first, and that's the right thing to do. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs. And now a chance for Gomez. Gomez is 0 for 1. So Kluber, they go talk to him, see what he wants to do. He said, it's 2 outs. Let me get him out. Anything on the strat? The 6 says no. Kluber will now pitch to Gomez. Fans here at Globe Life hoping for a hit. Kluber, 2-1. Strikeout 12. Cold strike 3 on Gomez. He should have swung at it. It was right down the pike. Swing and a... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My bad. I think I'm wrong. Kluber's a righty. Gomez is a righty. I'm at 13 minus 2 is 11. That's a 12. Nope, no strikeout. Upon further review, Gomez gets the swing. 5-5, but it's a fly ball to left field anyway, so it would have been an out. So getting over there is going to be Geyer, and he'll make the play. I got to read these cards better sometimes. No runs, a hit. No runs, 1 hit, and a hit batter. And we stay no score after 5. Rapidly moving ball game. 28 minutes into the stream, and we're already in the 6th. That's the way this 2016 season has been. I've either had long games or short games. I really haven't had that many in between. This 2016 season has been a lot of fun. We're still not done yet with it, but it's been wonky. Roberto Perez will lead off for the Tribe. He's 0 for 1. Both pitchers have lots in the tank yet. Top of the 6th. Perez, 5-5 against the righty. It's blank. Perez, 5-4, and that's a single. Roberto Perez will get a leadoff base hit, and he'll head to first. So leadoff single for Roberto Perez, and now the batter is Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. Infield is at double play. Roberto Perez had no stolen bases, and he won't get any here. Perez will go ahead and pitch to Rajai Davis. Perez 1-3 against the righty. Home run result against the lefty. Davis needs a 7. That's a 10. 3-2, but he will get a base hit past first. It will be a single. Perez, a base running rating of 1. That's not fast enough. He will have to hold at second base easily. But now the Indians got something going on with runners at first and second and nobody out. And the batter now is Kipnis. Kipnis is 0 for 2. Infield still a double play. Anything on Strat? The 14 says no. Davis just misses a home run, but he does get a base hit. Perez on at second. Davis at first. Martin 2-3. That is a walk plus, and that 13 will be ball 4, and the bases are full of Tribe. He will walk Kipnis. And now this is really the first real chance for the Indians. And coming up, the very dangerous Lindor. Lindor is 0 for 2. They will play the infield in and try for a home to first double play if it comes up. Perez will pitch to Lindor. Fans here at Globe Life hoping for a hit. Or for a pitch, actually, I should say. That is a 2 and nothing happening. Clebate Martin Perez sets up, and he will pitch. Perez, 2-2, strikeout 12. That will miss. Lindor, 6-5, and it's a ground ball right back to Perez. He grounds it back to the pitcher. Do they get the double play? Well, 2 plus 1 is 3. You don't use the pivot rating. You don't use the pivot rating because obviously there's no pivot. So Perez is going to try a home to first double play. Roberto Perez's rating will be a 0. So pretty much the only way Perez is safe is on a 6. It is a 6. You got to be kidding me. It's a slow rolling grounder back to the pitcher. Perez picks it up, but he realizes he has no chance to get Perez. He throws to first to get the out. 1 away, but the run will score. Holy cow. Stadium groans. Davis moves to third. Kipnis to second. Lindor is out, and there are 2 away. A 6 is the only way he would have scored, and he gets it. And it's 1-0 Indians. Yeah, he probably bobbled it, and the only play was at first. That's probably what it was. There's actually only 1 out. So a ground out to the pitcher. The run will score. 1-0 Indians. The infield will still play in. The batter is Napoli. And yeah, probably what? So Perez probably bobbled it and realized he had no throw to get Davis. So he throws to first to get the out. So now here's Napoli. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. But it is now 1-0 in favor of the Tribe. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Perez will go ahead and pitch. Perez, 6-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Napoli, a 6-4, and against the lefty. Base hit past third. It's a single for Napoli. Davis will come in to score. Kipnis, a base running rating of 3, a single past third. He cannot. He will hold at third base. Napoli gets an RBI single. 2-0 Tribe. Stadium groans. Base hit for Napoli as they'll come away with the single. And now the batter is Santana. And now finally the Indians are trying to break through. Steve Tate joins us here at Globe Life Park. They are going to play at infield a double play death. They got a good chance to get a double play with Santana on a 3 GDP. And that's a 13-0 on the strat. So 2-0 in favor of the Tribe. Perez will go ahead and pitch to Black Magic Woman. Perez, 6-5, strikeout, 20 is high. Santana, 4-3. It's a ground ball to short. Can they turn it and get out of it? 3, 4, 5, Second base, Pivot Odor +1. You can only go as high as 5, but 1 to 5, it's a double play. They got it. Side retire. 6-4-3 double play, but 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. And the Tribe are on the board as we go to the bottom of the 6th. As Santana grounds out into the big twin killing. For those of you who don't know who Steve Tate is, he is an expert when it comes to action PC baseball, and he is doing a great draft league called the Shanks League. So if anybody, I would mention everyone, please subscribe to the channel and check him out. He is a lot of fun. Bottom of the 6th, Elvis Andrus will lead off for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. Indians now have a 2-0 lead. Kluber, 1-2. That's a pitcher result. The 14 is high. Andrus, 5-2. That's a base hit. He'll hit into left field. And the Rangers will start with a leadoff man on. Single to left. Next batter is Mazzara. Mazzara 1 for 2. Andrus at 24 stolen bases. Infield double play depth. That is a 5. Andrus does not get the steal sign. Mazzara does get the hit and run sign. But I think we're going to call that off and let Mazzara swing away. Mostly because Mazzara, he can hit righties pretty well. Kluber, 4-1, error on a throw. Mazzara, 1-2. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Napoli. His error rating is a 10. That's a 4, and he's going to make a throwing error. Now the question is, where did he throw the ball to? So we definitely have a throwing error on Napoli. Now we got to see what it is. Now it's grounded to first. So we got to see if it's a double play, if a double play would have done. So 2, 3, 4. Shortstop, Pivot Lindor +1 is a 5. So a 1 to 5, it would have been the throw goes to short. It is a 1. So it's a bad throw by Napoli. Lindor's range is a 5. And he will prevent the ball from getting past him. So it's a bad throw, but everybody's going to be safe. Wow, that is an E3 on Napoli. And that is the first error on the Indians. They did not have any errors in the game historically. So Mike Napoli makes a bad throw to Lindor out there, and Lindor leaps up, and he makes the grab, but he can't get on the bag, and they're going to call that an error. And now a big chance for the Rangers with Desmond. Desmond is 0 for 2. Infield still a double play depth. Kluber can't believe he should have gotten at least 1 out on that play. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Kluber will go ahead and pitch. Kluber, 1-6, range play. Desmond, 5-4. That's a fly ball hit to left field. Going after it is Brandon Guyer. It's a range play. His range is a 3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. Andrus, base running rating of 4. Guyer a +1. -3 at the left. A 1 or a 2. Andrus will take third. And he will. So it's deep enough to allow Andrus to get to third base. On a fly ball to left, Mazzara does stay at first base. And that is the first out. So now runners at the corners at 1 out. Next batter is Beltran. He's 0 for 2. And they're going to stay in double play depth. Even though Andrus has a good chance of scoring, but they're going to try to see if they can turn the 2 as the Indians have a 2-0 lead. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Nobody moving. Kluber will now pitch to Beltran. Kluber, 2-5, strikeout. The 15 is high. Beltran, 1-4, base hit, right field, and the Rangers are on the board. Andrus will come in to score. Mazzara, base running 2. Single to right a 0 because the right fielder is Almonte. He's got an excellent arm, and so he is a minus. He is a 2 and makes it a 0. So a 1 or a 2, Mazzara will get to third, and but he still will. Mazzara had a good lead off of that. But Mazzara will get to third base, and now runners at the corners at 1 out as Beltran now gets the Rangers a chance. You go from Beltran to Beltray. That's a pretty good punch. 1-2 punch there. Beltray is 0 for 2. And they are now going to call the infield in, hoping now to not allow the tying run. And it is 2-1, by the way. So now 2-1. Kluber in a little bit of a jam here as the Rangers trying to get some runs. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Kluber, he'll set up and he will pitch. Kluber, 2-2, strikeout 1. Got him, swing and a miss, struck him out. Beltray doesn't strike out much, but he will there. And that is the third strikeout for Kluber. 2 away. That's a big K. And now Odor. Odor got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1. 2-1 Indians now. Kluber trying to get out of this jam. Fans here at Globe Life would like a hit. Strategy. Nothing on the 6. Beltran and Mazzara stay put. Kluber with the pitch. Kluber, 5-4. Range play at the park. Globe Life, 5-3. It's a base hit past first, but it's a range play for Mike Napoli. He made a big error in this inning. Can he make up for it? The infielder's back. His range is a 4. He's got it. What a play by Napoli. Kluber will come on over. Napoli will throw to Kluber and get out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit. 2 hits, and 1 error. And the Indians are lucky they didn't give up any more than just the 1. 2-1 after 6. So finally some action as all the runs were scored in the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th. 2-1 in favor of the Tribe in this very important American League interdivision matchup. Rangers a half game ahead of the Mariners for first in the AL West. Indians 5.5 ahead of the Tigers, AL Central. Jose Ramirez will lead off for the Tribe. He's 0 for 1. Perez can pitch for 3 more batters. They will let him pitch this inning here as we go to the top of the 7th. Brian Patterson not very happy so far. Perez, 3-1, strikeout 7. That's going to miss. Ramirez, 1-6, popped out to third. And Beltray, he will get to that for the out. Next up is Geyer. Geyer is 1 for 2. Perez with the pitch. 6-2, error on a grounder. Geyer, 1-2. That ball is hit to left field against the lefty. That is a 20 against the lefty. That's going to be too high, and that is going to be a fly out to left. That won't be a grounder to left because it didn't drop in for a hit. So that's a fly out to left. There will not be an error, obviously. 2 outs. As Geyer got way under it. Now the batter is Almonte. Almonte is 0 for 2. Texag 75 joins us here at Globe Life Park. Perez, 2-4 against the switch right. That's a blank. Almonte, 5-4. And that is a ground out to short, handled easily by Andrus. He'll get it, toss it over, and retire the side. 1-2-3 inning. Go the Tribe. And we got a good matchup here at Globe Life Park. We are already at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be August 29th. And we're going to stay in the American League again, and we're going to go back to Camden Yards for a big American League East matchup as the Toronto Blue Jays will take on the Baltimore Orioles. Marco Estrada will go for the Blue Jays, and Wade Miley will go for the Orioles. As of tonight, both Toronto and Baltimore are tied for second in that division at 70 and 57. The Yankees are 6 games back of both, so right now the Yankees don't figure, okay, and they are still chasing the Boston Red Sox in the American League East. There's a big matchup tomorrow night. It will be Toronto at Baltimore. That is our final game for the month of August before we enter September and the 2016 pennant race. So don't miss tomorrow night, the Blue Jays and the Orioles here on the network. Bottom of the 7th here, Indians lead 2-1. Corey Kluber can pitch to 4 more before he tires. He will stay out there. Jonathan LaCroix will lead off for the Rangers. He is 0 for 2. A big game for the Rangers, a big game for the Indians. Indians 5.5 ahead of Detroit. The Tigers are hot. The Indians have been sliding. The Rangers a half game ahead of the Mariners in the AL West. This could be a possible playoff preview between these two. Who knows? Kluber, 5-2, strikeout. The 14 is high. LaCroix, 5-2. It's a fly ball hit to left. And Geyer will get to it for the out. Next up is Moreland. Moreland is 1 for 2. Kluber, a 1-3 strikeout, 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Kluber, 2 away. Batter now is Gomez. Gomez is 0 for 2. Kluber, he'll go ahead, set up, and he will pitch. Kluber, 6-6. Home run result against a righty. Gomez needs a 10. That's a 6. And this game is tied. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Home run, Carlos Gomez. Stadium cheers. Yay! Kluber goes ahead and gives him a meatball. Gomez turns that into lasagna. We're tied at 2. No lead is safe at inside pitch. Andrus is the next batter. He is 1 for 2. Kluber can't believe he went ahead and just gave it right up to him. Gomez did have 12 home runs in 2016. Kluber with the pitch. Kluber, 1-3, strikeout 7, and that's going to miss. Andrus, 2-3, and he pumped it up to short. That's going to be in the infield. And getting to that will be Lindor. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Carlos Gomez. We're tied at 2 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Martin Perez is tired. They got 2 righties and a lefty coming up. That will be it for Perez. He did a heck of a job, actually. And Roberto Perez is the leadoff batter. And he's the catcher. May see a pinch hitter for him, but we'll see first as the Rangers are going to bring on a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Rangers will be Matt Bush. 7 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 2.48 ERA. Bush will come on to pitch. Roberto Perez, a 183 hitter. And actually, you know what? They're going to let him stay out there because he's got excellent range at the plate. Might as well. So Matt Bush will come on to pitch for the Rangers. Roberto Perez will lead off. As Scooney 007 joins us here at Globe Life Park. Bush with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout plus, 17 Yeah, he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The 11 becomes a 9, but a plus makes him a 19, and he gets Perez. So struck him out. Next batter is Davis. And Davis is 1 for 3 with a single. Brian Patterson is not happy. Bush, 6-2 against the righty. Walk. The 17 is high. Davis, a 4-2. That's a ground ball hit to short. It'll be handled by Andrus, and he'll toss it over for the out 2 away. Now the batter is Kipnis. Kipnis 0 for 2 with a walk. Bush with the pitch. Bush, 6-2 against the lefty. Home run against the righty. Kipnis needs a 10. That's a 5. That's a 5. The Indians just retook the lead. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone into the grass in center field at Globe Life Park. Home run, Jason Kipnis. Stadium groans. A 6-2 against the lefty is a home run result. Against the righty, Kipnis needs a 10. That's a 5. It's 3-2 Indians. And I'm pretty sure Brian Patterson suddenly feels a lot better. Big 3, nice solo bomb. And now the batter is Lindor. Lindor is 0 for 3. Bush was not tired yet. But now 3-2 Indians. Bush with the pitch. Bush 1-1. Pitcher result at 4. Switch left. That's a base hit. Lindor will get this first on a single. That'll be a base hit for Lindor. That's his first hit of the game. And now the batter is Napoli. Bush is now tired. And they're going to see if he can get Napoli out. So Lindor on at first, 2 outs, but now the Indians a 3-2 lead. Strategy, that is an 18. Lindor will stay put. Bush with the pitch. Bush, 6-1, strikeout plus 16. He got him. Swing and a miss, strike out, and the inning is over. But the Indians, 1 run on 2 hits. A solo bomb by Jason Kipnis. 3-2 now going to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order for the Rangers. Nomar Mazara leads off for the Rangers. Kluber is tired. They have a lefty, righty, and a switch coming up for the Indians. And I'm wondering if Brian Patterson wants to make a move on Kluber. Let's see. You got a lefty, a righty, and a switch. And remember, I do use the 3-batter rule. So the Indians got to, unless you want Kluber to go 1 more inning, but he is tired. So if I was to make a move, here, the only I'm just wondering here what they want to do. Let me see here. Probably righty would probably be the right-hander probably be the way to go. Let's see. Brian, go with Otero. You want to go with Otero? Okay. CLE baseball fan says go with Otero. So we will. So we'll go with him. That'll be it for Kluber. He does leave with the win. So we will go, since you're making the move here, we will go ahead. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Dan Otero. 5 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 1.53 ERA. Otero will be the second pitcher. Now, normally I wouldn't have gone with Otero. I probably would have went with Shaw or Miller. Yes, Andrew Miller is on the Indians now. So Otero will go ahead and pitch to Mazara, but I asked you guys, which means I kind of bend the rules a bit. Otero with the pitch. Otero, 1-5. That's at the park. Globe Life, 2-1. Base hit past short, and Mazara will get on base with a single. As he'll go ahead and lead off with a base hit and get the man on base. Infield will be double play. Now the batter is Desmond. Desmond is 0 for 3. And let's see here. Mazara, no stolen bases. I doubt he'll go anywhere, and he won't. And Desmond will hit normally. Otero can pitch to 4 batters. So Otero will now pitch to Desmond. Otero, 6-5, error on a grounder. Desmond, 2-1. Nope, that's a fly out to right field, and that will be Almonte getting to that. And that is out number 1. Mazara stays where he is. But now 2 very dangerous hitters coming up with the rain for the Rangers. First up is Beltran. Beltran 1 for 2. Otero will go ahead and pitch to him. Strategy, that is a 2. And nothing happening. Beltran will swing normally. Otero will go ahead and pitch. Otero, 2-6 against the switch left. That's a blank. Beltran, 1-2, and that's a fly ball hit to right field. And Almonte near the line, but he's got it, 2 down. And now Beltre. Beltre is 0 for 3. Leadoff single, but right now Otero trying to get it done. 2 men out, bottom of the 8th, 3-2 Indians. Strategy roll, nothing on the 3. Mazara stays where he is. Otero trying to go ahead and get it in. Steeler fan joins us here at Globe Life Park. Otero with the pitch. Otero, 1-6, strikeout. The 15 is high. Beltre, 1-5. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 1, and against the righty, that's going to be a double for Adrian Beltre. But will it score Mazara? With 2 outs, his base running rating is a 3. Double to left, a 0. A 1-3, Mazara will score. He does. Tie game. Adrian Beltre with an RBI double, and we're tied at 3. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now the go-ahead run at second base, and here comes Odor. And now they say, bring in Miller. And I will do so. So now coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller started the year with the New York Yankees. He is now on the Indians. 10 wins, a loss, 12 saves, a 1.45 ERA. So now Beltre on at second. Miller now in there. And he can pitch to 4. We'll see how long he goes. But the game is already tied. Beltre on at second. Miller will now pitch to Odor. Still 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Nothing on the 13. Miller will now deal with Odor. Evans coming in, and now comes the pitch. Miller, 1-3, strikeout plus 14. Swing and a miss. Steer right out. And the inning is over. He got him. But not until the Rangers tie it up again. 1 run on 2 hits. Tied at 3 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th inning. Carlos Santana leads off for the Indians. He is 1 for 3. That will be it for Bush. Rangers will go to the bullpen. 2 switches and a righty. And I think they're going to go with the right-hander. I think they're going to go with a right-hander here. And, let's see what we want to do here. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Tony Barnett. 7 wins, 3 losses, no saves, a 2.09 ERA. Barnett is going to be the 3rd Ranger pitcher. And he will pitch to Santana here to start the top of the 9th. Barnett with the pitch. Barnett, 5-5, strikeout, 17 is high. Santana, 5-6, base hit right past second, and Santana starts off the inning with a single. He will get the first, and now the batter, the very dangerous Ramirez, and he's 0 for 2 with a walk, but you kind of think he's due. Infield is a double play. Santana is the DH. He's got a base running rating of 1. There is some speed there. There is some speed available on the bench. And since he's a designated hitter, I think it actually might make some sense. So Santana's going to come out, and coming on to pinch run and take over at DH will be Lonnie Chisenhall. He's much faster, so he will go ahead and take over at designated hitter, and he will pinch run. So pinch runner on at first for Chisenhall. Now the batter is Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 2. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Nobody moving. Chisenhall on it first. He had 6 stolen bases, but he doesn't get the call. Barnett will go ahead and pitch. Barnett, 1-5, strikeout, 18 is high. Ramirez, 5-6, and that's a fly ball hit to left field. Getting under that will be Gomez, and he'll make the catch for the out. Next batter is Geyer. Geyer is 1 for 3. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Nothing happening. Geyer, he does get the hit and run. And that actually, hit and run. Nah, swing away. Although Chisenhall got a very good chance of getting to second base if the hit and run fails. But I think in this situation, I think you'll let Geyer swing. Beatles Eternally joins us here at Globe Life Park. I just met Eleanor Rigby the other day. That counts. Chisenhall on it first. Barnett will pitch. Barnett, 5-6, strikeout 12. That is high. Geyer, 5-1, fly ball right field. And Mazzara's going to get to that, and that is out number 2. So Geyer is now out. Now it's up to Almonte, and he's 0 for 3. Runner on first base, tied at 3, top of the 9th. Barnett, he'll go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 16. Barnett will go ahead and deal. And here comes the pitch. Barnett, 6-2, walk plus 8, and that is ball 4. Barnett will walk Almonte, and now the batter is Perez. Now what do you do? Let's see here. So now you got Perez, who can't hit muchly against righties. And you do have the backup catcher in Chris Jimenez. Pinch hit for Perez with Naquin. I was thinking about that, and we will do so. Perez will come out of the game, and Tyler Naquin will pinch it against Barnett. Chris Jimenez will take over at catcher. So timeout for a position change, as Chris Jimenez will take over at the catcher spot. 3-2, and give me a time. You are giving up a little bit in range. He's not that good a catcher, but he'll take over. 3-2, 13-0. So Chris Jimenez will now take over at catcher, but Tyler Naquin will pinch it. 296 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. 2 men down. Top of the 9th, tied at 3. Barnett, he will pitch to Naquin. He will pitch to him. 2.09 ERA, you got to go with that. Chisenhall on at second. Almonte on at first. A chance for the Indians to take the lead. Here comes a strategy roll. And nothing on the 5. Barnett will deal and he'll pitch. Barnett, 1-6. Range play. It's going to be up to Ranger defense. Naquin, 4-5. It's a ground ball to second base, and that ball is hit to Odor. His range is a 3. It's a 2. He makes a play out there by Odor. He's got it. Throws to first. Side retired. No runs and a hit. So now will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Brian Patterson says Andrew Miller stays at pitcher, and he will. He has 3 more batters he can face before he tires. Leading off for the Rangers will be Jonathan LaCroix, and he's 0 for 3. Miller will stay out there. As I said, he has 3 more batters he can face. Bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 3. Miller, 2-3, strikeout plus 18. Yep, that he'll get him. The 11 minus 2 is a 9, plus 10 is 19. That's an 18. He struck him out. He gets LaCroix on a very good pitch. And now the batter is Moreland. Moreland is 1 for 3 with a single. Miller, a 2-2. That is a blank. He is not tired. Moreland, 4-2. Ground ball to first, handled by Napoli. And he'll get it over there, 2 away. Two outs now. And now the batter is Gomez. Gomez got a bomb his last time up. He tied the game with a home run. Miller will pitch to him. 2 away here. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 3. Carlos Gomez, so far the hero for the Rangers with a tying home run. Andrew Miller, he'll go ahead and pitch. Miller, 3-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Miller, 4-2. That is strikeout 3, swing and a miss, steer, right out, and once again, we have free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. Nothing across, and we're going into the 10th. Tied at 3. Top of the 10th inning, tied at 3. Leading off for the Indians is Rajai Davis. He is 1 for 4. Barnett, he is tired. They're going to take him out, and we're going to see a pitcher here, a right, left, and switch, and I think they'll go with the righty. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be their closer right now, Sam Dyson. 3 wins, 2 losses, 38 saves, a 2.43 ERA. Dyson is now the 4th Rangers pitcher. We are in extra innings, but ghost runners are not activated yet. Dyson will pitch to Davis. Dyson, 4-4, strikeout, 16 is high. Davis, 5-5, that's a ground ball to first, handled by Moreland. And he'll make the play for out number 1. One out. Next batter is Kipnis. And Kipnis is 1 for 3. He hit a bomb his last time up to put the Indians ahead. Dyson, he'll go ahead and pitch. Dyson, 4-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Kipnis, 2-4, ground out, second base. Odor will get to that and toss it to first, 2 down. And now the batter is Lindor. Lindor is 1 for 4 with a single. Dyson with the pitch. Dyson, 4-1, hit by pitch. The 10 is high. Lindor, 2-5. That's a fly ball to right field. And Mazzara is going to have a beat on it. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Elvis Andrus leads off. Andrew Miller is tired. So what do we go with here? Andrew Miller is tired. The Rangers have right, left, right coming up. So what do you guys want to do? Miller is tired. Do you keep him out there, or do you go ahead and you bring in somebody? So what do you do here? Andrew Miller is tired. You got right, left, right. The Indians still have a pretty decent set of pitchers in the bullpen. So the question is, what do? You say Shaw? Okay, Brian Shaw, we'll go with Shaw. So Andrew Miller will go. So Miller goes next too. So keep Mike Eisenberg says keep Miller in. CLE baseball fan says leave Miller in. Or Shaw, agree with Shaw. Okay, Brian Patterson says we'll go with Shaw. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Brian Shaw. 2 wins, 5 losses, save, a 3.24 ERA. There's still plenty of pitchers in the bullpen for the Indians at the moment. Shaw can pitch to 4 before tiring. Elvis Andrus will lead off for the Rangers. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Chance here for the Indians. For the Rangers, I should say. Shaw with the pitch. 4-1, error on a grounder. Andrus, 3-4. That's a base hit to left field. That's a single to left. Brendan Geyer's error rating is a 7. That's an 11. He won't make an error. He'll get it in, but the Rangers have the winning run on. Single to left. And now the batter is Mazzara. Mazzara's 2 for 3, 2 for 4, 2 singles, and reached on an error. Andrus with 24 stolen bases. That is a 1. He gets the steal sign. 15 plus 1 is 16. Look, catcher Jimenez is a 0. Ooh, I got to take a chance. Andrus is going to try to steal second base. The throw down to second. A 1-16. Andrus is safe. He is, and the winning run is in scoring position. Andrus will steal second base, and now that takes away a double play chance. And Mazzara, a base hit, will probably score him. Andrus is pretty fast. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Shaw will now pitch to Mazzara. Fans here at Globe Life hoping for a big hit. Strategy roll again. Nothing on the 3. This time Andrus will stay where he is. Shaw will go ahead and pitch to Mazzara. The fans here at Globe Life are on their feet. Here comes the pitch. Shaw, 4-5. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is a big K. 1 away as Shaw gets out Mazzara. And now the batter is Desmond. Desmond is 0 for 4. You kind of think he's due. Andrus, strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. He'll stay where he is. Shaw will now pitch to Desmond. Once again, the fans are loud. And here comes the pitch. Shaw, 1-4, strikeout. The 17 is high. Desmond, 5-2. Base hit past short. It goes in past short. It's a single. Andrus' base running rating is a 4. That will be enough. He will score. Walk-off single by Ian Desmond. Rangers win the ball game 4-3. That's your game. Stadium cheers. Yay, yay, yay. And they mob Desmond at first base with a walk-off hit. And it will be the Rangers getting the win over the Indians tonight, 4-3 in 10. Another game of the year candidate, because most extra inning games usually are on market. But a big win for the Rangers in a game they historically lost 12-1. The Indians lose this game 4-3. And that is a tough loss as the Rangers will get the win tonight in 10 innings here at Globe Life Park. Yeah, it's a game of the year candidate, absolutely. What a win for the Rangers, a tough loss for the Indians, and now the Detroit Tigers have a chance to get even closer. This 2016 season is not done yet by any means. Final line score coming up. 1 run, by the way, on 2 hits and a stolen base. For the Rangers, 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. For the Indians, 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Sam Dyson. He'll go ahead and get the win. Brian Shaw will wind up with the loss. So a big victory for the Rangers as they will now go to 69-60. The Indians drop to 73-54. And not only that, that's a big win for the Rangers because now they are 4-0 on the board, which makes them very difficult to beat in a tiebreaker. The Indians will now drop to 1-2. And if the Indians are wondering, the Detroit Tigers are 5-0 on the board. So right now, if the Indians were to tie the Tigers in record, the Tigers would win the division. But we got a long way to go yet before that. We are still not done. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Brian. I mean, that was a tough call. I'll admit that was a tough call, but it's really, it's okay. Don't worry. It's all right, guys. That's what happens sometimes when you roll it. Sometimes you go ahead and you make it. When is the next posting of the standings? That will be after tomorrow because tomorrow is the last game for the month of August. So tomorrow, it'll be after tomorrow's game is when I will post the standings as we head into the pennant race. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Indians will take a loss here to Cleveland, 4-3. And now let's see how the rest of the majors does as we're getting close to the end of August. August 26th, Kansas City at Boston. Royals, 754, and that is 5. Red Sox, 1155, that is 7. And the Red Sox are beginning to distance themselves in the American League East. Seattle and the White Sox. Mariners, 754, and that is 5. White Sox, 661, and that is 6. That's a bad loss for the Mariners. Angels and the Tigers. This is a big one here for the Tigers. You got a chance to now get within 4.5 of the Indians. Angels, 663. It's not going to happen. That's going to be 7. Tigers, 531, and that is 2. And the Tigers will not be able to get any closer. Tampa Bay and the Astros. Rays, 965. That is 9. Astros, 1155, and that is 7. And the Astros lose a bad game to the Rays. Baltimore and the Yankees, big series there in the AL East. Orioles, 932, and that is 3. Yankees, 1063, that is 8. And believe it or not, the Yankees are still not done yet. Minnesota and Toronto. Twins, 852, and that is 5. Blue Jays, 2055, that is 9. And that's a nice win for the Blue Jays. They now just took second place with the Oriole loss. Reds and the Diamondbacks. Reds, 1436, and that is 5. Diamondbacks, 1243, and that is also 5. They will tie. Cincinnati rolls a 6 plus 0. Arizona rolls a 6 plus 0. It makes it a tie, which means the Diamondbacks will win by virtue of home field. Cubs and the Dodgers. Big series. Cubs, 1463, and that is 9. Dodgers, 421, and that is 1. And the Cubs just continue to own baseball. Padres and the Marlins. Mets need the Marlins to lose here. I don't know if it can happen, but we'll see. Can the Padres do the Mets a favor? Padres, minus 152, and that is 3. Marlins 1343, and that is 5. Nope. So now the Mets got to win to stay with them. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, the two teams that are chasing the Cubs in the NL Central. Pirates 1264, and that is 9. Brewers 1152, that is 6, and that is a win for the Bucks. As they'll still hold on to second. Philadelphia and the Mets. Mets now need to win to stay with the Marlins win. Phillies 353, and that is 4. Mets 1564, and that is 9. And I will get a happy recap. And the Mets do still stay 2 back of the Marlins. Atlanta and the Giants. Braves 513, and that is 1. Giants 1564, and that is 9, and that's a win for the G-Men. Oakland and the Cardinals. Oakland 1323, and that is 3. Cardinals 1534, and that is 5, and that is a win for the Redbirds. Rockies and the Nationals. Rockies 1461, and that is 8. Nationals 2324, and that is 5, and that is a win for the Rockies, which actually means both the Mets and the Marlins actually gained a game on them. On to August 27th, Kansas City at Boston. Royals 625, that is 2. Red Sox 1012, and that is 1. That's a bad loss to the Royals. Mariners and the White Sox. Mariners 666, that's 9. White Sox 523, that is 2. That's a win for the M's. Angels and the Tigers. This should be a win for Detroit. Angels 615, and it will be. That's 1. Tigers 2562, and that is 11, and that's a big win for the Tigers. Tampa Bay and the Astros. Rays 922, that is 2. Astros 843, and that is 4. That is a win for the Stros. Baltimore and the Yankees. Orioles 1031, that's 3. Yankees 711 at 0, and that is a win for the O's. Cleveland and the Rangers. The Tigers just won. Cleveland needs to win this game to stay 5.5 ahead. Indians 1334, and that is 5. Rangers 921, that's 2, and the Indians will get the win. Minnesota and Toronto. Twins 1034, that is 4. Blue Jays 1021, that is 2. That's another bad loss for the Blue Jays against the Twins. Cincinnati and the Diamondbacks. Reds 1963, and that is 10. Diamondbacks 952, and that is 5. And that game belongs to the Reds. The Reds did lose the first game on this thing, right? Yes, they did. Okay. Cubs and the Dodgers. Cubs 721, that is 2. Dodgers 812, that is 1. Another win for the Cubs. Padres and the Marlins. Again, the Mets need the Marlins to lose here. Padres 1743, and that is 6. Marlins 433, and that is 3. And the Mets have a chance to get to within 1 game. Pittsburgh and the Brewers. Again, big series in the Central. Pittsburgh 11-12, and that's 1. Brewers 562, that is 6, and that's a win for the Brew Crew. Philadelphia and the Mets. The Mets now a chance to get to within 1 game of the Marlins for second place in the division. Noah Syndergaard on the mound. Can the Mets get within 1? Phillies 0-15, and that is 0. Mets 826. It is 3. Another happy recap for the Mets. They are now within 1 game of second place. Braves and the Giants. Braves 746, and that's 5. Giants 1041, that's 4. And that will be a win for the Bravos. Oakland and the Cardinals. Athletics minus 612, that's 0. Cardinals 1016, that is 2. That's a win for the Redbirds. Rockies and the Nationals. Rockies 1436, and that is 5. Nationals 1866, that is 13, and that's a win for the Nats. On to August 28th, Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City 855, and that is 6. Red Sox 14-12, that is 1, and the Royals give the Red Sox another loss. Seattle and the White Sox. Mariners 10-12, that's 1. White Sox 865, that is 8, and that is a win for the Pale Hose. Angels and the Tigers. Tigers still chasing Cleveland. Angels 1661, that is 8. Tigers 846, and that is 5. The Angels will beat the Cats. Rays and the Astros. Rays 1015, that is 2. Astros 813, that is 1. The Rays will beat the Astros twice tonight here on FastScore, and I know Steeler fan will say what he usually says. Baltimore and the Yankees. Baltimore 843, and that is 4. Yankees 556, that is 5, and the Yankees will beat the Orioles. Cleveland and Texas. Indians 1346, and that is 6. Rangers 912, and that is 1. The Indians actually will take 2 out of 3 tonight against the Rangers. Minnesota at Toronto. Twins 1254, and that is 7. Blue Jays 1556, that is 8, and that's a win for the Jays. As Toronto and Baltimore, we have those two tomorrow. Reds and the Diamondbacks. Reds 1324, and that is 3. Diamondbacks 2121. That is 4. That is a win for the Diamondbacks. And for all you Reds fans out there, the Cincinnati Reds now have 81 losses. They are out. Cubs and the Dodgers. Cubs 1321, and that is 3. Dodgers 314, and that is 1. Wow, the Cubs swept the Dodgers. Padres and the Marlins. Padres and the Marlins. Can the Marlins lose another game tonight, and can the Mets tie them? Padres and the Marlins. Padres 1063, and that is 8. Marlins 1311, that is 0, and the Padres sweep the Marlins. Actually, nope, they win 2 out of 3 against the Marlins. Mets now have a chance. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. Pirates 942, that is 4. Brewers 544, that is also 4. We have extras. Pirates roll a 2 plus 0. Milwaukee rolls a 3. Minus 2 is 1. That will be a win for the Bucks. Philadelphia and the Mets. The Mets have a chance now to tie the Marlins for second. This is a chance for the Mets to tie it. Remember, got to be in the top 2 to make the postseason. Philadelphia and the Mets. Can the Mets tie it up tonight? Phillies minus 223, that is 1. Mets 964, that is 8. 3 happy recaps tonight. The Mets are now tied with the Marlins for second. Braves and the Giants. Braves 322, and that is 1. Giants 1862, that is 9. And the Giants now are in first place in the NL West. Oakland and the Cardinals. Athletics 10-33, and that is 4. Cardinals 12-22, that is 3, and that's a win for the Athletics. Rockies and the Nationals. Rockies 19-34, and that is 6. Nationals 14-52, and that is 7. The Nationals will beat the Rockies. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be August 29th, and we will be at Camden Yards as the Toronto Blue Jays will take on the Baltimore Orioles. Marco Estrada will go for the Blue Jays, and Wade Miley will go for the Orioles. A big series in the AL East, as this is our final game for the month of August as the pennant race is coming. Blue Jays, Orioles, Estrada, and Miley. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Doug Hunt, Steeler fan, Chuck Rawlings, David Vega, Texag 75, Thomas Bartlett, Frank Rosank, Beatles Eternally, and let's see here, Mike Eisenberg, and let's see here, and Steve Tate, After Further Review with Steve Tower, Craig Scarborough, MV, Jeremy Books, Tracy Meehan, Big Clue, and Carlos Yaz. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is a big win for the Rangers here tonight in extra innings. In 10 innings, the Rangers round up the Indians 4-3 in 10. We'll see you guys tomorrow.